This is the book of Acts, chapter 20, verse 27. For I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the Most High. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right. And what I want to get into, all right, this morning, is the whole gospel, because what we have to understand, all right, is that as leaders, and as teachers, we have to prepare the congregation for all the possibilities, that could befall us in the times to come, okay? Because we know we're coming into the worst times ever since the earth was created, okay? And we know that as believers, we're going to be tried. Our faith is going to be tested, even unto death, okay? Death is a possibility, okay? The faith is, the good news is that Yahweh Shai, he is the resurrection. So even in death, okay, we still have victory at the return of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that's the good news, the gospel. So we look at death differently. Okay, we don't look at it as we looked at it in the world. It's just the ultimate end of ends. Okay, we understand death is not the end of the story for the elect. Okay, but it's a possibility, man. And as teachers, it's our responsibility to make sure, that the congregation understands these things and understand what they're coming into and what they're a part of. So when you read the book of Acts, verse 20 and 27, it said, For I have shunned, all right, for I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the Most High, man. And the counsel of the Most High is within this book. Okay, now the Apostle Paul, he wrote the book of Hebrews and he wrote the book of Galatians. Okay, and in the new covenant, there's no death. So if the Apostle Paul wrote those two books, all right, and he was speaking of the new covenant, all right, he fully understood that the new covenant there was no death. But then he spoke about death in other books as death being a possibility. And let's read it, okay? And this is all after Yahweh Shai. So when you go to Acts 21, okay, this is the book of Acts chapter 21. And let's start it. Let's get this account. Okay. This is Acts 21 and 10. It says, And as we tarried there many days, there came down from Judea a certain man named Agabus. And when he was come to us, he took Paul's girdle and bound his hands and feet and said, Thus said the Holy Spirit, so shall the Jews at Jerusalem bind the man that owneth this girdle and shall deliver him into the hand of the Gentiles. So this was, Agabus in the spirit telling the Apostle Paul that if he went to Jerusalem, he would be bound. Okay, so as he tell the Apostle Paul this is going to be his response. It says, and when we heard these things, both we and they that place, all right, and they of their place besought him not to go to Jerusalem. So they were begging him not to go to Jerusalem. And this is Paul's response. Then Paul answered, What mean ye to weep and to break my heart? For I'm ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay? So Paul said, I'm not only ready to be bound, okay, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai. He knew death was still possible. Okay? He knew that there was still a possibility within, all right, his faith. Okay? Let's go here. Let's get this in Philippians. Okay? And it's important, that we understand these things, man. Okay? This is Philippians 1, okay, and 20. Okay? And this is the Apostle Paul. It says, according to my earnest expectation and my hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness, all right, as always, so now also, all right, so now also Yahushua shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. Okay? The Apostle Paul knew death was a possibility, okay, within the ministry, man, within the faith. Okay, he had an expectation of that. All right, he understood, but he also understood that Yahushua was the resurrection. Okay, let's go here. This is all the Apostle Paul, man. Apostle Paul wasn't contradicting himself, man. He fully understood, okay, the circumstances he was in. Okay, and this was his hope. That's why he wasn't concerned about death. Okay, 1 Thessalonians 4 and 14, it says, 144. It said, for if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring, all right, with him. Okay, and sleep is speaking of death. Okay, there's going to be believers that believe that are alive right now. Okay, that have to be martyrs for prophecy's sake. All right, but they're going to rise as Yahushua rose, man. Okay, and what did Yahushua rise to? He rose to glory, and when he rose, he was perfected. Okay, it said, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord, because yes, there are some of us that won't die. Okay, we don't know. We don't know if that's going to be our lot or not, but we know there are a lot of believers that won't die, that won't taste death. Okay, that doesn't mean that death isn't a possibility for some of the believers, man. Okay, death is a possibility. Okay, it's different, like the Elder Monatazakbar says, it's different from won't die to can't die. There's a major difference. Okay, and we understand fully that we're vulnerable. We're at the mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's the fear of the Lord, knowing that, look, the Lord can jack me up for tripping. Okay, this is 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16 said, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven in the chariot with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. And the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Okay? And that's going to be the new covenant when Yahushua returns. Okay? And those that are alive will be changed, and those that died in Yahushua will be resurrected and changed, man. Okay? And that's going to be the beginning of that new covenant. That new covenant will be activated because it's established, but it's not activated, man. Okay? Because death, according to the scriptures, is still a possibility. Okay? Even Yahushua himself gave us the exhortation to what? Revelation. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. It said, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. Death is a possibility. This is Yahushua. Okay? Letting us know that death is a possibility. And I will give thee a crown of life. Okay? Because even in death, they can't stop the victory from the elect. All right? That's to come when Yahushua returns, man. That's the good news, man. That we, all right, through Yahushua, when he returns, all right, all the believers will have victory over death, even those that died, man. Those that are alive are going to be changed to immortal, and those that died are going to be raised all right, to immortals, man. I'll be going to be resurrected to immortals, man. Okay, that's why the Apostle Paul. Okay, let's get this in Revelation, then we'll end that with Apostle Paul. All right, this is the book of Revelation 14 and 13 says, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which died in the Lord from henceforth. Wait a minute. This is after Yahushua. From henceforth. Okay, going forward. You see? Yeah, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. And this is why the Apostle Paul, okay, had this mindset in Timothy, okay, which they said it's the last book that Apostle Paul wrote before he was beheaded. 2 Timothy 4 and 7 says, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. All right. Henceforth, going forward, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, what Yahushua promised, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. And now we're in that time. Okay. Where the believers will be rewarded. The prophets, the apostles, okay, all right, the men of the Lord, the 1/3, the elect are going to be rewarded in this day that we're coming into in this time, okay, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing, because at the appearing of Yahushua, we're going to be changed to immortal and brought into this new covenant, all right, with all the benefits that come with being obedient to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, all right. So I just want to, put that out there, just want to go into those things, and Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters will edify till next time I say Shalom, Kwame Yashala, Abba, DTA soon, Shalom.